Here comes Donald Trump. Go on.
Well, that's the reason that we're all here, because it's an institution, not a person at this point. And we must respect what he is doing, whether we're on one side or the other. The military is our important ally, and he is now honoring it.
Yes, and he will be the commander-in-chief of our entire military and responsible for their lives, of course, and there is the wreath. He stands with Mike Pence, and he is also accompanied by Commander-in-Chief Major General Bradley Becker. And now we will hear taps and a moment of silence. And the wreath-laying ceremony is a relatively quick one, but a powerful one, no doubt. The Tomb of the Unknowns, Tom, is a very touching location for America, where you couldn't even identify the remains of these World War I soldiers, but they have received the Medal of Honor and the Victoria Cross, every other highest service award.
Correct. And the view from there is one of the most striking in Washington, without question.
It's high atop that hill.
Absolutely. And it's nonpartisan, it's bipartisan, it's about America. And that, of course, is also true of the events that will be happening tomorrow.
Well, amazing that here's the first family. It's got to be a surreal moment, obviously, for the magnitude of what's happening at Arlington. But then lives are changing.
Yes.
Lives are changing to become the president and the first family.
Yes.
I mean, it's got to be incredible. But now the inauguration planning kicks in, and you've planned many inaugurations, and well, I mean, it's got to be insane behind the scenes.
It is insane behind the scenes. It's basically the Super Bowl of politics. And there's so much riding on it in terms of media coverage and everybody else getting excited. And the small things that happen are extremely interesting. Over the years, as you know, these inaugurals take the same form, but this one is going to be unique and different. As I say, whether or not I support Mr. Trump is not the issue. It's the peaceful transfer of power.
And that is to be revered, and that is to be respected.
That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. And let me say that his inaugural will be somewhat different from others, as you might imagine. For one thing, it's going to have 3 clergy at the top. It's going to have 2 choral selections and swearings in. Then it's going to have his speech, and then it's going to have 3 clergy at the end followed by the national anthem. Now, that may be a reflection of his idea that he doesn't want celebrities. He wants to have a people's inaugural. But of course, it could be argued that a Stephen Foster song could be sung by a high school kid and not a celebrity. It also is probably a reflection of his idea, let's get on with it and not bother.
Okay.
So there's a lot of minutiae involved in this, and it's quite exciting.
I can imagine. And we're all excited to be watching the peaceful transfer of power. We want to thank Tom Baer. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great to see you.